Welcome back to this week's edition of Good Girls Didn't Get the Memo. Today's guest is particularly special because she's a good friend of mine, and I've watched her journey since we were about 18, 19, and she's doing the things. So our guest today is Danica. She is a model. She is the founder of Crease Nation. She was the winner of Miss Boss Couture 2018. Am I correct? Or was it 2017? It's a big deal. And she's also an influencer. So we're going to get a lot of inspiration from her today. So we also know how to do the things. But welcome, Danica. Thank you for coming on my show, girl. It's always intimidating when I have somebody on the show who also has their own channel, because I'm like, I have to do the things now. I have to be on point. But welcome, Dani.
Thank you.
I've been watching your journey, and I don't think I ever told you this, but one of the reasons why I started my own channel was because I saw yours and I saw what you were doing, and I was very inspired, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take a leap of faith. And you are you're a connoisseur in this industry, so I'm just learning. So I basically want to absorb all the knowledge I can from you today, and just get the viewers to know you a little bit more intimately the way I do.
Okay.
So before we begin, Danica, welcome. Who are you? Tell our viewers, who is
I guess
Danica?
at the age of 30 I should know who I am.
No, some people are 50, girl, and they're still struggling. So if you don't know, it's chilled. It's chilled.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I do. I am a makeup artist. I am a business owner, so I own an online store, shopcreasenation.com, and the online store is basically catering to people who are on their natural hair journey. So we stock products, South African products on there from different brands, and then it's also South African made bath and body products, and
nice.
That was established, it went live on the 1st of October 2019. So that's my new baby and project that I'm working on. So in a nutshell, that's a bit of what I do, and I've been working for myself for about 3 years now. Yeah, so I used to work in advertising before. I finished in 2016, and Jan 2017 was when I went to freelancing and working for myself. Yeah.
Wow. So that was a big decision, because
It was a big decision because it's not easy going from money and stable income every month, and now it's like you have to kind of fend for yourself and hustle your way through life. So that's why I find that I'm always doing a lot of stuff. I do the modeling as well, so I've done a couple of adverts.
Yes, we saw you on the billboards, baby.
Yeah. I've done adverts, I've done billboards. So that's nice as another part and stream of income
That
as well.
generates income.
Yeah.
That's very nice. And so I think it was in 2015 when I realized that you'd gone, or it was 2016 obviously, when you'd gone into becoming a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, so we have a mutual friend that actually introduced us, Chantal, and I remember that you guys were always doing each other's hair and doing each other's makeup. So this is a love that's ongoing since you were very young.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you then decide, okay, I'm leaving my job, I'm leaving my comfort zone? Did you have some savings? Or were you just like, I'm going out and I'm going to do the things?
So I was unhappy in my job, and not because I didn't love what I did. I really loved what I did, but I was unhappy with just the environment that I was in and the people that I was working with. You know, you don't really get along with everyone. And the boss that I had at the time when I decided I'm going to work for myself, because it was such a small company, you know, there was a lot of micromanaging that sort of vibe there. And for me, because I'm a creative and a free spirit and rebel, if you will, I feel like I don't want to be like constantly watched and asked and micromanaged. So then I decided, you know what, I'm going to leave and I'm just going to take the leap and do what I love. And that then, I think I didn't even have that much savings. I was I had a little bit, but I don't recall having that much savings.
Like a major backup plan?
No, because I had only been working at this company for 9 months. And
so you couldn't have really saved a lot.
Yeah, and previously when I was working for another company for 3 years, I think I had already used up that pension fund. So at that time, you know, I was just like, I'm just gonna do it. I didn't have much savings, but I did have some. Yeah, and I just took the leap, and I've been blessed that I can still be doing it 3 years later.
You have, and I think your consistency, particularly because on social media as well, I was actually following the updates with regards to Crease Nation. I think your consistency is the one thing that many of us respect.
Yes.
Because you find many people venturing into a direction, and then within a couple of months it fizzles out, and you know, they don't hear from them. So every time I feel like I'm not gonna do another interview, I'm tired, I'm like, nope, Dani set the bar high for us. So that's a good thing. So tell me, where did the name Crease Nation come from? Because it's such an that's such a dope name. Like, it's amazing.
It's funny you say that, because a lot of people are what? How do we say? I'm just like,
it's so obvious. It's like Crease Nation. Like, come on, guys. You've got a cut crease. You've got crease clothing.
That's exactly where it came from. So I was literally ironing one day, which I don't do at all. I just hate ironing. But I was ironing one day, and it like just clicked, because I was looking for a new name, and just to rebrand myself and really have something that can have longevity. Even if I, as my personal brand, move into something else, it can always be the Crease Nation.
Yeah, Crease Nation is a timeless name.
You know, so I then decided, and I was ironing or whatever, and I was like, you know, eyes have creases, clothing has creases. I want to go into makeup and fashion, specifically from a content creator point of view.
Wow!
And I was like, Crease Nation. So yeah, that's exactly how I came up with that, and it's just been, it's stuck right.
I think it's amazing. I think it works. I like that it's also catchy. So you could have said like Crease Clothes or something dumb, but you said Crease Nation.
Yeah.
So that kind of embodies everything.
Yes, and everyone. It's inclusive of everyone.
Yeah. There's nothing. Like, it will definitely have longevity. So that's dope. I love the name. I want to go back a little bit to when we first met and our mindset.
Can you remember that?
Not exactly the day, but I do remember we had a particular mindset. And I think it's important for people watching who are still stuck in that mindset to be able to move from there and, you know, make the leaps and the changes and the growth that we've had. So, firstly, we were straightening the hell. Well, I was GGDing the hell out of my hair.
Yeah.
I was reverse perming. And I don't recall seeing your hair curly either during that.
No, mine was always straight. Yeah.
I think even the guys we dated kind of frowned upon the idea of us ever wearing curly hair. It was like unheard of.
Yeah.
You don't, girl. Where's your curtains?
Not your black.
So there was a lot of pressure. We were kind of in circles and in groups that were not liberated.
Yes.
And then we made a break. Do you remember how that happened or when that happened for you? Where you were just like, I'm actually over this. I want to do me. I want to live me. Because it was before. There is a movement now that's happening.
Yes.
But I think the change for us happened before that.
Definitely.
It happened before that.
Yes.
So it wasn't like we were wearing our hair curly or natural to be trendy. We were just like, fam, I'm done. Like, I just want to be me. I want to embrace me.
Yeah.
Do you remember when or why that happened for you? Was it like a bad relationship, or was it just a decision? Or
well, like you were saying, you grow up with people teaching you that straight hair is associated with things
beauty.
like with beauty, and you just look better and you look clean and you look tidy and stuff like that. So I'm a lot of that conditioning of having my hair straight is based on what I was taught, and like you're saying, boyfriends will say, no, you need to have, I like girl sleek hair, the hair must blow in the wind. My hair still blows in the wind, I'm sure, but
mine in storm, yeah.
Small straws in the soft wind. So my hair then, you know, I was kind of going through phases, and I feel like I went through a phase where I wasn't really attached to my hair, and then I was just like,
and then it was easy for you to just make that transition.
And then I cut my hair just because I was looking at Rihanna hairstyles, and she had all these short hairstyles and pixie cuts and stuff. And then I cut my hair because of the hairstyle, not because I necessarily did the big chop. And when my hair was short, I then decided, you know what, my hair is short and I am starting afresh, so I might as well start this curly hair journey, go natural and wear my hair out. And I did. And it's been a journey because it's a lot of up and downs, and then you want to color your hair, and my hair got damaged, and then I had to cut like half of my hair off. It had grown out so long.
I bet like baby
So-
is just like dying.
So since then, I think that was in probably like 4 years ago. Since cutting my hair, I cut my hair in 2015. Like 5 years ago.
Yes,
But
girl.
since then, I've been like back and forth of having to cut my hair because then I damage it, and then I think no, I can iron it, and then,
and then
you know, and then you back to phase one.
and you just like everything that you've worked so hard for.
Yeah, but since then I've gone natural, and I love my natural hair. I love that I don't need to feel like I'm untidy if my hair is not sleek and straight, you know.
Yeah, there's no longer a desire for like, oh man, I just need to straighten this hair so that I can feel like comfortable and no.
Yeah, so the first time I actually had my hair straightened was like a week ago, and the first time before that was over, I think like 14 months. No.
Okay.
So, you know, it is
when you have your
it's a
mood, you're
journey.
like, I'm gonna have it straight for the day,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, back to natural.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I mean, people need to embrace their natural hair, and that doesn't mean that everybody has to go curly. Like curly
Yeah.
doesn't have to be the trending thing. It's just about being your natural self
Yeah.
and not making anybody else feel, you know,
Yes.
less or ostracizing people for having straight
Yes.
hair. Because I do find that there's a bit of bashing from curly girls now, where it's like, this is the way, the
There
truth,
is.
and the light, and I don't really like that.
There is, you know, I actually this week I used products on my hair, and I put on there's a whole Facebook group community, and I put on the group, this is what my hair looks like, wash day, and these are the products that I use. And someone had commented there, and she even went as far as to go and check an app and screen grab stuff, and was like, but it's not CGA, so CGA is Curly Girl approved. And it's not, this brand is not particularly CGA approved and stuff. So you know what, I feel like people are trying to, the same way we were boxed in with straight hair, is the same way that
They're
we're now
perpetuating that exact
being
same
boxed
thing.
into
Yeah.
curly hair, and
Yeah.
you must do it like this, and you must use these kind of thing. You know, for me, it's like use what you want to use, do to your hair what you want to do to your hair. It's not necessarily meaning if I'm a curly girl that I'm never ever in my life gonna straighten my hair.
Of
If I feel like
course.
I want to,
We're at
I'm gonna
liberty.
do that.
Yeah.
But the thing with natural hair is exactly what you're saying. You are now liberated to do anything with your hair. You
Yeah.
don't have to just look one certain way,
Yeah.
because they say this is what beauty is.
And if you do feel like, I mean, I haven't straightened my hair in years, but I might be like doing a young blowout, you know,
Yeah.
for a day or two, and there should be no judgment. And also
Yeah.
the products that I use and the way that I go about it. I think this whole curly hair thing is just becoming maybe a
An
bit of an
obsession.
epidemic that I don't want to be a part of. So I might just cut all my hair off or go straight, just not to be a part of it anymore. Just kidding.
girl.
Just kidding.
So you're on your own, another category.
I'm kidding, you know, I love my mane. Okay, so speaking of which, you started Crease Nation, and you also, you're an influencer. So,
Am I?
you totally are, girl. They pay you to, what is it? Review products. So that means influencer. Okay, but anyway, I don't know. So this is me
Okay,
asking,
yes.
actually. I'm very ignorant
Yes.
and oblivious. How did that come about? How did you get into the influencer space? Were you approached? Was it something that you aspired to do? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah. So,
And what is an influencer?
yeah. So how I got into it was actually around the same time I was still working, but I definitely wanted to move into makeup. And at the time when I started my YouTube channel, there weren't that many YouTube beauty content creators in South Africa specifically.
Nice.
And I wanted to be a part of that group that is kind of known as a South African influencer but content creator, because it's so much easier to then teach people on certain products if it's available in South Africa.
Of course.
You know?
Are we going to buy into it more easily?
Yeah, I mean, we love the international brands and the international beauty content creators, but we don't have access to all of those products, or necessarily the money for that. So that's why I started it. And then just being in that space, you know, I think a lot of people think, oh, influencers, they get things for free, and that's not the case. there's a lot of work that actually goes into being a content creator. So for me, it's reviewing products, whether you buy the products yourself. And starting out, you often do buy the
You have to buy
products
the products yourself. Okay.
Brands are not necessarily going to just send you products up front. So you have to buy products yourself. You have to record high quality videos, good lighting, good
And
quality
I've seen
sound.
those videos. Like a lot of work goes into that.
It's a lot of
editing,
it's
and
editing,
it's special effects, and it's
yeah.
fast forwarding. Like it's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff that goes into it that I think people don't realize the quality and the quantity of work and time and effort that needs to be put into actually just creating one video. So, and you necessarily don't get paid for every video. I think I can name in the 3 years that I've been an influencer as such, I think I've gotten paid for 3 things.
Even though you're releasing content,
Even
I mean,
though
you're one of the most
every
consistent.
other day I'm releasing new content, I'm putting out new content, I just haven't been paid by brands. That's the reality of it. But I do it because I love it and I want to quit sometimes. But this is why I even put out an inspirational video
on IGTV. I saw
yes,
that, and I want to chat a bit about it as well.
And that's the thing, that you just have to keep on going with the consistency, and eventually, you know,
You get your big break.
yeah,
But
you do.
because
People
you
see
love
you,
it.
and eventually, you know, I'm hoping that I will also get to the point where I'm always creating paid content. Because if I'm putting my time and I'm saying it's my job, then surely it should keep my
It
lights
should be a
on.
paying job. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that you love it, and I can definitely see by the amount of content that you release, the consistency, the passion, that it's something that you love, and therefore you're never going to run out of
Yeah.
creative ideas or
Yeah.
inspiration to do it. So I didn't know you were one of the first YouTubers to actually do makeup. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Look, I'm not gonna say I'm like the first to
But
claim
you
that
won it,
title,
I mean.
but it was before
You couldn't find a lot
influencing
of that
became a
concept.
thing in South Africa. Now people just do it because people are gonna say me free things and whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
And the motive behind it.
And
is
before it
affection.
was kind of like the in thing to be, yeah. That's kind of when I started.
Well, I see that you do a lot of hard work. I know because I can tell. And a lot of the times, like I say, I feel like, "Ugh, do I really want to do this? Like, am I gonna, what is the point in the long run?
Yeah.
Even though I am running out of my savings, so I gotta do the things.
Like
But what is it that is actually keeping you going? And I'm alluding to your IGTV video, inspirational video, which was amazing.
yeah.
What is it that's actually keeping you going apart from the love? Is there an end goal that you're looking to achieve apart from like a big brand actually paying you consistently for?
Yeah.
Is there like a bigger picture? Because I know you said that you want to get your 2020 goals in line. So yeah, do you know what some of those goals are in the long run?
So I definitely want to make sure that I'm not going to get caught up in this whole influencing thing, because I feel like at some point it's gonna play out its course, and it's not gonna be the in thing then. So this is why Crease Nation, this is why my brand, and I've established my brand and trying to build my brand, because it must be longer than just any hype phase of anything.
Yeah. It must,
you
live,
know.
it must
So when people see my brand, they know, and they recognize my brand, they should know that it's about beauty and hair, and that's what the brand is about. So
and has always been about.
yes, and that's the thing. The thing that keeps me going is I love what I do. It's frustrating when you do see other people getting paid for certain stuff, and you know that your work is of high quality, and you bought the camera and you did everything, and you went the long mile, and you're still not in that place. But it's unfair that I will compare myself to anyone else.
Of course, your journey is
So
completely different.
exactly. So I do believe that there will be a time where I do have my big break, as people call it. But it still doesn't stop me from building my brand
And enjoying
now.
it along the process.
And still enjoying it. I think a lot of people that's trying to be an influencer and you're not getting the recognition that you think that you deserve in the beginning, you know, that is gonna kind of like mess with your mind a bit, and
you might
and
be
get you
like just
depressed
distracting
and
altogether.
and not wanting to put your heart into the things that you're passionate about. So for me, like I said in that inspirational video, is always remember your why.
Oh, that's awesome. I
Mhm.
like that. And I think that's what's keeping me going on those days when I really don't want to do anything. But Danica, thank you so much for chatting to
Thank
us.
you.
I've learned a lot. And this is not the last that we'll see of you, because
Definitely
I
not.
want to get you back for a little surprise for the viewers. I do these interviews. Getting my makeup done and my face wig is expensive. Today I did it myself. We'll see how it looks a week from now in the cameras. But Danica will be back, and she'll be actually showing us how to do makeup fast and effectively, cost effective, because some of the products are really expensive. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, thank you all for subscribing to another episode of Good Girls Didn't Get the Memo. As always, we promise to give you content that counts.